How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. We're on manga chapter number 260, and the title of this week's chapter is Life's Work.
It's normal to pass your work onto someone else when the end is near. I'm just trying to do what everyone else on this planet is already doing, nothing more.
Not on my watch!
Now, I'm guessing this title is referencing Dr. Ujiko's life's work, which currently is hanging in the balance thanks to our pro heroes moving in on Jakku Hospital. Because at the ending of last week's chapter, we got to see Dr. Ujiko screaming at the top of his lungs and also shitting his pants as he saw Endeavor and Aizawa and the other pros moving in to arrest his ass. I don't know where this week's chapter is going, but I am hyped to see what Horikoshi has in store for us. Cannot wait. Yes! But coming off of all that hypeness, we did also experience a little bit of controversy with the reveal of Dr. Ujiko's real name. Now, I don't want to linger on this controversy any more than I need to, considering that it revolves around the naming of a fictional character. But Horikoshi and Shueisha have come out and apologized for the real name because they never intended the real name to stir up controversy like this. That just makes sense. So moving forward, they will be changing the real name of Dr. Ujiko. I don't know if we're going to be getting that new name within this chapter or not, but from me, nothing is going to change. I am still going to be reading MHA. I am still going to hashtag support Horikoshi. And to paraphrase what Bucky said to Steve Rogers, I'm with Horikoshi to the end of the line.
I'm with you to the end of the line, pal.
So, with all of that controversialness done and out of the way with, I am excited and ready for the hypeness that I can just feel coming from this week's chapter. Cannot wait. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's dive right in to chapter 260. Yo, this first page looks dope. And I like these two panel shots of Endeavor and Hawks with the two locations that we're currently doing raids for. Jakku Hospital and Gunga Mountain Villa.
Wait a minute.
No way. Hang on a second. Gunga, as in Gungan? Horikoshi, you throwing in another Star Wars reference? Oh my god, I love this man. And now I'm just picturing our pro heroes walking through the forest to take on the Legion of Doom mansion. It's like the Gungans walking through the mist to take on the Separatists.
Deep within a bleak and dismal swamp, hidden beneath its murky waters, lies the headquarters of the most sinister villains of all time. The Legion of Doom.
Love the references. Jakku Hospital and Gunga Mountain Villa, about 80 kilometers apart. A war on two fronts. And that's a significant distance between these two locations, so if something were to go wrong, they can't easily back up the other raid. So this should be interesting, but dope first page.
Meanwhile, back at the plot...
Picking up right where last chapter left off, the doctor still screaming like a girl that saw a mouse. Eek! As he sees Endeavor and the pros moving in on his ass.
Run.
And he is booking it out of there. How? How did they find me? And you got two nurses walking down the hall seeing this and are like, Doctor, what's wrong? And Aizawa with his scarf grabs his leg, yanks them out from underneath him, and he just falls down to the ground. And the man is just violently shaking, wheezing, and coughing. Yo, wait a minute, what?
What?
Dr. Ujiko looks like a skeleton.
Oh my sweet Jesus. That's rad.
Even Endeavor's taking notice. You can see wrinkles beginning to just show up on his body. Looks like the registry was wrong. Yo!
Called it.
I was right. He does have a quirk. You can see this shot of Aizawa erasing if Dr. Ujiko had a quirk, and that's what's making him age rapidly. He had a de-aging quirk. I called that in last week's chapter when it said he was quirkless. Apparently, Dr. Shiga was quirkless as well. But is he still quirkless? Because I would not be surprised if he actually gave himself a quirk.
Man, I'm tired of being right.
With the work he was doing, there was no way he was not going to give himself some type of quirk. And apparently, it kept him somewhat youthful, somewhat young. But damn, does he look ugly as hell. Looks like he's slowly dying right now.
You one ugly motherfucker.
He aged the second you hit him with your erasure. So he does have a quirk, and he's trying to crawl away as fast as he can. Could that be the same quirk that's kept All For One alive this long?
Maybe.
Maybe. So would that mean that Dr. Ujiko is older than we might have assumed? Could he be as old as All For One? Was he around during the first generation of quirk users? So many questions right now as what this could actually mean. The Black Nomu specifically are all equipped with hyper regeneration. Similar quirks could always exist, but it's not common by any means. That type we classify as a rare quirk.
If only we'd gotten our hands on the super regeneration quirk 5 years earlier. Now that your wounds are all healed, it can't really do anything to help you.
So it's quirk replication, or maybe artificial quirks. You provided All For One with that technology. Oh yes, he did.
Watch out!
And now it's President Mike's turn to talk with the doctor. Wow, neat. You could apply all that to regenerative medical care. Basically, it's like using cheat codes. Yet, and he just flips the doctor over and he's like, eep!
You gonna learn today?
Getting in his face, pulling him close. Why use it the way you did? Why'd you do it, you old piece of trash?
Help me! Oh my god!
Fuck you, you punk ass bitch!
Hey! What seems to be the problem here, gentlemen?
Oh no. Now we got those two nurses butting in between the heroes and Dr. Ujiko. That can't be good. Stop that! Please don't be so rough with him. What did the good doctor even do?
LOL!
Oh my god. This man has no idea what he is about to learn. If he had any idea what Dr. Ujiko was up to, he would not be calling him a good doctor. Stand back, people. What the? This isn't right. We need you out of here. And then we just have a shot of Aizawa keeping his quirk activated. And we could see the other pros evacuating the patients. We got Ectoplasm's clones, Mandalay, Tiger.
Hello there.
That's the bamboo hero guy. Gentle's friend from Gentle's flashback. I know it was pointed out a few chapters ago that he was mobilized with them, but you can see him right there. He's helping out as well. We're evacuating the entire hospital in case we need to fight any Nomu. That way there can be no patient casualties.
Yeah!
Oh, we got Mirko right here.
And here we go.
Kick it!
It is time. Let's go. I am ready to see Mirko in action. Wasting no time at all, she busts through the secret entrance in the morgue. And that is like a similar shot to Deku when he just kicked right through Spinner's giant sword at the training camp.
But it's time to knock you off your false throne!
Identical.
Yo. Let's go. Base case, we take this place without spilling a drop of blood. And that is the best case. Those Nomu brains are programmed to obey a designated handler. Without orders, they're just useless lumps. We know that much from studying the ones we've caught so far, and then just that shot of Mirko busting through the morgue, busting through the secret entrance. Oh my god. The people you tinkered with and tossed aside are all saying, this is our payback. Yo, Aizawa.
Payback's a bitch.
No, please, have mercy.
Taking the goggles off so he can properly look at the man who created Kurogiri, who made Shirakumo what he is. The Aizawa death stare. No, please, have mercy. And then Endeavor getting on the comms. Mirko.
Ho ho.
Have mercy.
You've much yet to learn.
It's a trap.
A smile just came over Dr. Ujiko. Yeah, he's faking it. He's pretending to be in distress. Like he was not expecting this, but that right there is an evil smile who has a plan B in place. And we can see Mirko hopping through the dungeon, through the underground. Endeavor, we got company.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, look at all those Nomu. And Mirko is not even scared at all.
Fight me.
She is excited. She is raring to go. Like, she's like, let's get this shit started. Oh, I want to see Mirko just tear these Nomus up.
Ask, and you shall receive.
Oh, but we got like 6 Nomus just walking through this dungeon. And each more grotesque than the last. And to think all of this has been hiding underneath the hospital. Kind of makes you wonder if any nurses stumbled upon this secret entrance in the morgue and then got killed by these Nomu, and then Dr. Ujiko had to like cover it up or something. Like, there's no way that no one ever found out that this existed, because they didn't live to tell the tale. Double page spread. And the Nomus are moving in. They burst through the floor of the hospital, and one of them just stabbed the doctor. That confirms it. The doctor's a clone. It's a twice clone. Yeah, you can even see him melting away. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The doctor would not die this early on. He still needs to perfect his masterpiece, Homura Shigaraki. So he had a contingency in place where a twice clone would be in his stead. And you just look at these Nomus, jeez. Is that a Nomu inside a Nomu? This Nomu has a Nomu for a tongue, the one that's drilling into Dr. Ujiko. Yo, the raid has begun. Pros versus Nomus begins now. Jesus. So, organisms replicated by the double quark aren't nullified by eraser. Good to know. So the doctor didn't know about that. I mean, we knew about that with Dabi back during the training camp.
Not so fast. What do you want and where are your friends hiding? You worried for your students? The fire that he shot earlier wasn't his quirk?
I wonder if you can save them in the end. See you soon.
Aizawa erased his fire quirk, but then couldn't erase the duplicate, which is interesting to think about how once Twice makes a duplicate, if it has a quirk, that clone's quirk is what gets erased and not Twice's doubling quirk.
Really makes you think.
It's a really weird bypass to get around Aizawa's eraser quirk with these clones. So organisms replicated by the double quirk aren't nullified by eraser. Good to know. Ho ho! If you knew I had replication technology, then you should have been more wary. No, that's expecting too much of you, I suppose. This man is throwing shade as he's just falling apart, as the clone is just gooping away. Throwing some last-minute shade as he turns into a pile of goo. Oh my god. And then Endeavor just says, twice his quirk. Then again. And now we're going into the depths of Ujiko's laboratory. And there's Shigaraki, in some type of back-to-tank, just going through his metamorphosis. So the real doctor has been down here, while the clone's been up there. How could they have known that? I've let my double handle everything while I've been occupied with Tomura Shigaraki, my masterpiece. Exactly, he let the clone go around up top so that way he didn't miss out on appearances, so he can just continue his work down here, which is the best way to use a clone. You can get so much more done. Damn them, those meddlesome heroes. And we just see Ujiko hopping into his movable chair and just zooming away. Boom! I didn't want to abandon the hospital. Do they have any idea how much time and equipment it takes to replicate and cultivate a single quirk? Or how much I've labored to amass this stockpile of quirks?
Behold.
And just look at all of them. All of these quirks just sitting on the shelves within his lab, like books on a shelf.
How many do you think there are? Cool.
That's like thousands of quirks. He has duplicated so many. This explains why he was able to give so many different Nomus the same exact quirks, because he basically just has an inventory on standby where he can just go through the catalog. It's like, I need a regeneration quirk. Here it is. I need a fire quirk. Here it is. He's got it all on the database. Everything's on file.
Oh no.
And look at all the tanks of the high-end Nomus. We're seeing a lot more high-end Nomus than we did before. How many high-end Nomus does he have underneath the hospital? It's all crammed in here. My life's work.
He said it! He said it!
Roll credits. The blood, sweat, tears, and happy days spent with All for One. All of it. Down here. Yo. Double page spread. And we are seeing Mirko in action.
Oh, fuck yes!
Stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Holy hell! That right there is a beautiful shot of Mirko.
Extra thick!
Thighs for days. Extra thick. Jesus, Mirko is beyond thick. She is toned. She is muscular. God damn. And we are seeing her in action, corkscrewing and just destroying all of these Nomus in her path. Yo. Mirko, best girl? I mean, come on. You can't argue with them thighs.
Oh! Oh! Oh, beautiful!
God damn, I pity the boyfriend of Mirko. You have to have a lot of stamina to keep up with her.
You want died like last men visit Amazonia?
What'd they die of?
Crushed pelvises.
Yes!
Oh, thank you, Lord in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
We need rest. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
God damn. Beautiful panel. Not safe for work panel. But I love the fact that we are seeing Mirko in action. Best girl on the move. What a rush. And just corkscrewing through the hallway, jumping, hopping into action. Jump around, people, because Mirko is on scene. And you just see Nomu limbs flying everywhere.
Yeah!
And we got Lil Jon in this panel too. The doctor's running over to Lil Jon. I got a tough call to make. Your walk is over, Johnny.
Very poor choice of words.
I need you to warp Shigaraki and me out of here stat. All right.
Here we go.
Another double page spread. 3 this chapter. And Mirko busts in.
What?
No! No! Not Lil Jon. No! Lil Jon just got killed. He just got crushed by the falling door. My boy Lil Jon just met his end.
12 seconds later.
R.I.P. to Lil Jon.
You were the chosen one!
The best Nomu. Best boy, Lil Jon. Damn. I mean, Mirko's doing a great job, but you had to kill Lil Jon. I'm so glad I added that edit when I was able to last chapter, because we're not going to be able to do Lil Jon edits anymore.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
God damn it. Just got killed. And as Mirko is busting in, the shelves of all the duplicated quirks falling down. You see the jars cracking and shattering. And another shot of Dr. Ujiko just shitting his pants.
What's up, Doc?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Are you the real one? And that is the end of the chapter. Next chapter hits February 16th. Wow, this chapter just flew by. We got 3 double page spreads this chapter. And this officially kicks us off going down into the depths of the hospital, down into the lab, with Mirko breaking in, killing Lil Jon, and then making Dr. Ujiko shit his pants for a second time. This is going so well for our heroes right here. Like, when is this shit gonna hit the fan? When's it gonna flip and go in the favor of our villains? Because Mirko's down here with all of those high-end Nomus still within the tanks.
Oh no.
Are they ready now? Are they ready to activate and to unleash upon our heroes right now? Because Hood was the exception. He was the only one ready for Dabi to test out against Endeavor and Hawks. The other ones weren't. But some time has passed. So maybe those high-end Nomus are ready. Because Shigaraki, I don't think, is ready yet. He still has about a month, unless he made the process go faster and now he is a little bit ready. He's able to come out early. But oh boy. The hospital raid is going well, but I'm curious to also see how the mansion raid is going to go. But Mirko action, Mirko season is here, and I am all for it. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 260 of My Hero Academia. But now, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this chapter. What are your guys' thoughts on the fact that Dr. Ujiko, in fact, had a quirk, it being anti-aging, and how long has Dr. Ujiko been alive with said quirk, considering All For One kind of also had it? But also, with it being Mirko season in this chapter, what are your guys' thoughts on finally seeing Best Girl Mirko in action, making quick work of the Nomus down in the dungeon, busting into the laboratory, sadly killing Lil Jon, and then scaring the ever-living shit, hopefully, out of the real Dr. Ujiko, and what is going to transpire in next week's chapter? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. That way you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction that pops up on the channel. But if you guys want to talk about other things or talk about My Hero Academia outside of YouTube, feel free to also follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can also be found in the description down below. That's going to do it for me here, guys. So until next week, when we have chapter 261 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.